Hi, fifth graders. Mrs. Oliver here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your story in your floppy book. We are on Unit 3, Week 1, and it is called A Reluctant Traveler. You can find it on pages 146 through 149 in your floppy book. A short summary of this story is we are introduced to a boy named Paul, and he is being kind of forced to go on a trip with his family that he doesn't really want to go on. Paul lives in New York City, and his family wants to go to Argentina. And throughout the story, we kind of see some similarities and some differences between New York City and Argentina. They have completely different weather. So when it's summer in New York City, it is winter in Argentina. But they do have some similarities like soccer, which Paul, our main character, really likes. This story is realistic fiction. We don't have any sort of facts or information we're learning, but we are introduced to Paul, and it's very possible for a boy to go on a family trip and not be excited about it. So for that reason, it's a made-up story, but it could really happen. Our comprehension strategy is to summarize. So if you kind of take the story and break it into different parts, we have like a beginning, a middle, and end. So for the beginning of the story, we could say that as the story begins, Paul and his mom are packing to go on a family trip. They'll stay with his uncle and aunt. He does not want to go on the trip. A summary is normally one sentence, and you're kind of retelling what it is about. The comprehension skill is theme. Theme is normally the lesson or the takeaway from the story. We normally don't know the theme until the very, very end. So if we combine what the character says and what the character does, it can help guide us towards that answer. So Paul thinks that packing winter clothes in August is weird, and we know that Paul has to go to Argentina to visit his aunt and uncle. By the end of the story, we see that Paul has kind of changed his mind and that he has enjoyed his trip to Argentina and is willing to travel other places as well. He kind of opens his mind to something new. So I think a theme is not to judge a book by its cover. He kind of judged Argentina before he gave it a try, and then he actually ended up really, really liking it. Another theme that we might want to say is keeping an open mind can lead to fun. So if he would have gone into the same trip being like, yeah, we'll see what it's like, I'll give it a try, he would have kind of warmed up to Argentina faster than he did in our story. I hope this helps you understand a little bit better for this week. Have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.